This is Guitar Made Easy by Kizito. I hope you guys are good. If this is your first time on my channel, please smash the subscribe button and smash the post notification bell. Without further ado, welcome back to our guitar beginner course, grade 2. Alright, I hope you guys are excited. So today we'll be learning 4 fancy and most important chords every guitar beginner player needs to know. So listen to me again. You need to know these chords. Alright. This chords saved me. I won't lie to you. It's like this chords just saved me, alright. So today we're learning the power chords. Right? So the chords that we'll be covering today in the lesson is your G, power chord, right? Your E minor 7th, your C add 9, and your DSus4, right? Alright. So why for me these chords are really important is because, like, as a beginner, it's hard for you to play your basic normal like chords and get comfortable with changing faster and everything. So I think these 4 chords will literally make your life easier, right? When it comes to playing guitar, make it easier for you, right? So the first thing we need to do is I'm gonna have the chord chart diagrams somewhere either here or here, but you'll be able to learn along with me. So the first thing we need to do is we're going to use finger number 4 and 3, right? So finger number 4 is going to be on the 3rd fret of your 1st string, which is your high E, right? So finger number 3 will be there. Then finger number 4 will be there. So finger number 4, 3rd fret, 1st string, which is your G, right? Then finger number 3, 3rd fret, 2nd string, right? Which is on your 2nd string, right? So both of them should sound something like this. Now the trick is to keep these 2 fingers here, no matter what. All right. The only time you should be able to change this is if you play your D. But since you're playing DSus4, you don't need to remove your fingers from there. So these 2 stay glued there, right? I will say it again. Finger number 4, 3rd fret, string number 1. Finger number 3, 3rd fret, string number 2, which is this. And then now for our G, right? The first thing we need to do is finger number 2 needs to go on the 6th string of the 3rd fret, which is again your E string, your low E string, right? On the 3rd fret, which is your G, right? So that's one way to play it. So you can either choose to play like this, or you can add finger number 1, right, on string number 5, fret number 2. Let me say it again. Finger number 1, fret number 2, string number 5. So when you add it, it should sound like this. Can you hear how soothing, how, it sounds so sweet. I don't know how else to explain it, but this chord just sounds bright, right? That's your G power chord. Now the trick is to keep finger number 4 and 3 where they are, so don't change it. Now the next chord we need to play, right, is our C, or I will call it C add 9, basically, right? So C add 9. That's the next chord we're playing now. But now recap, let's first do our G again. So with our G power chord, it was finger number 4, fret number 3, string number 1. Then finger number 3, fret number 3, string number 2. Then finger number 2, fret number 3, string number 6. And then finger number 1, fret number 2, string number 5. And that's how you get your G power chord. That's your G power chord. And now for the next chord is C add 9. So basically, with your C add 9, the only things you should move is finger number 1 and 2. Like I said in the beginning, finger number 3 and 4 stay exactly where they are, right? So for your C add 9, since finger number 3 and 4 are where they are, finger number 2 will play fret number 3, string number 5, right? So basically, the way you have it here, you just drop both of them down. So then your finger number 1 will play fret number 2, string number 4. So the way you had your formation for your G, right? You just drop, and that's your C add 9. I don't know if you can see this properly, but that's your C add 9, right? So when you play, it should sound something like this. You see how nice and bright it sounds again? Compared to, hear how dull does sound? But when you play your C add 9 instead, it sounds bright. So G, power chord, C add 9. That's how you play your C add 9. And now for our E minor 7. So for your E minor 7, you're basically playing the same thing. You play your same E minor. The only difference is you have your finger number 4 and 5 where they are. So to play your E minor 7th, you will have finger number 1 on fret number 2, string number 5. Finger number 1, which is your index finger, on fret number 2, which is here, on string number 5, right? And then you will have your finger number 2 on fret number 2 still, but now on string number 4. So it should be. So can you hear the difference? Like when you're playing, it sounds bright compared to your normal E minor chord. Can you hear how dull the E minor chord is? But when you play your E minor 7, it sounds like this. So for your E minor 7, you have to pick every string on the guitar. While as with your C add 9, you only pick from your A string. Right? So E minor 7th, formation, from your C add 9, E minor 7th. Right? That's your E minor 7th. And then lastly, we will do our DSus4. Right? So the trick now with your DSus4, I know it looks a bit complicated on the thing, but I'll give you like a shortcut as to how to memorize it and get used to playing. Right? So you know how you have your normal D major chord, right? Where finger number 1 is on fret number 2, string number 3, and then you have your finger number 2 on fret number 2, string number 1, and then you have your third finger on fret number 3, string number 2. Guys, please forgive me, these dogs are not, giving me an easy time, so please don't mind the noise in the background. So that's how you play your normal D chord. Now, with your DSus4, the best thing for you to do is to have your pinky on your first string on the 3rd fret, which is just below your 3rd finger, which is here. So for your DSus4, you can either play it like this, or you can decide to remove your 2nd finger. But I feel like it's easier to keep it here so that when you release the suspended 4, you go back to your normal D major. Alright? So let's give it a listen. So your DSus4, hear the difference, and then your normal D. So with this one, you only pick from your D string. D, DSus4, D major. So let's run through the chords again. G power chord, right? C add 9, E minor 7th, and lastly your DSus4. So there's a lot of songs that you can play with these chords, right? But you can use these chords in replacement of your normal G, your normal E minor, your normal C, your normal D. So these chords help add that brightness and just sweeten, like it just makes it sweet, you know. So yeah, those are the 4 chords that are important. You can even play like, right? So Saturday night. So that's one of the songs you can basically play with this chord progression. You just, you know, these chords are just too nice. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to share these chords with you guys. But yeah, I hope this video was really helpful. If it was, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Alright? I'll see you guys in the next video.